I hereby open the case of the three little pigs against the wolf. On behalf of the three little pigs will be pig number 1, and the wolf will be representing himself. Pig number 1, plead your case.
Judge, on the day that our mother finally let us out and go be adults, the wolf came and ruined it. We set out to make our own houses and live all grown up. Me, I decided to make my house out of straw, so that I would be done very quickly and I would be able to relax. Now I know what you're thinking. You probably think that a house made of straw isn't very smart because it's very vulnerable and weak. But I didn't care at the time. My brother decided to make his house out of wood so that it would be a bit stronger than mine, but made very quickly. And my other brother, the only smart one of all of us, decided to take his time and make an extremely strong house made of bricks. In the end, the only person who benefited from this experience was my brother, the one who made his house out of bricks. When we were all finished our houses, we were all very proud of ourselves. We were just innocently sitting in our respective houses, and when the wolf comes and destroys both mine and my brother's house. He also attempted to eat us. Thank God our other brother made his house out of bricks, because it was strong enough to withstand the wolf's blows. We would have never been able to survive without his help.
Thank you, little pig. And now...
Wait, there's more. So then when the wolf couldn't blow the house down, he decided to climb in through the chimney and come get us inside the house. Thank God we heard him and we were able to prepare for him. If not for his loud footsteps, we would not be here today.
Okay then, thank you for that extremely detailed description of what apparently happened. Now, Mr. Wolf, please plead your case.
Thank you, Judge Judy. First of all, I would just like to say that everything that this dirty little pig has just said is not true at all. This is how everything really unfolded. So one day, I was just strolling around. It was an extremely windy day, and I could barely keep my balance. I was walking around looking for some food. I hadn't eaten in days and days. At that point, I would have eaten anything. When I came across those 3 houses, 2 very poorly made houses, and 1 great house. Now, if you were in my position, starving, and in your reach, you have 3 little, vulnerable pigs, would you not have tried to eat them? If not, you have the most restraint in the entire world. So I went to each of their doors and banged on the door to let me in so I could feast. Coincidentally, right after they refused to let me in, the wind picked up at a huge rate and blew his entire house down. And the exact same thing happened with the second pig. And then, when I went to the third pig's house, the one who built his house out of bricks, I knocked on the door, and the first pig suddenly opened the door and quickly poured really, really hot soup on my head, and I ran away. Now, I'm not an expert in law or anything like that, but in my opinion, pouring boiling hot water on someone's head is most definitely a crime. So in reality, I didn't do anything to these pigs. I had intentions to eat them, but I never ended up doing anything.
I object, Judge. He clearly just stated that he had total intentions to kill and eat us. What other choice did I have other than to pour that hot soup on his head to make him run away? It was self-defense. You can't possibly believe this criminal.
Hey, you caused me terrible burns all over my head. 3rd-degree burns, to be exact.
Order in the court.
I apologize, Judge. It just really makes me angry how this unlawful wolf is trying to change this case from against himself to against me.
But it is against you. Well, it most definitely should be. You do not understand how much pain you caused me. And on top of the horrid burns, I still have not eaten to this day.
Thank you. And now, unfortunately for you, Mr. Wolf, having the intentions to commit a crime is almost the same as committing a crime. And since you attempted to eat them, you will be sentenced to 20 years in jail. Case closed.